What it does, good people. I'd like to first and foremost, welcome you to our first YouTube channel. This is our first ever video we're gonna drop. And basically on this video, guys, I'll just be doing normal back testing on different strategies because I'm not gonna do plenty strategies. I'm just gonna do one strategy today, which I'm gonna back test for you guys live on the charts, and you see exactly step-by-step process I use to backtest these strategies, guys. There'll be more strategies to come about whereby I'll be also backtesting them live. And guys, before we start, I just want to also mention the main purpose of this group is for educational purposes. We want to educate people about the market and give out as much accurate information there is out there. So stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe, guys, and be on the watch out for the next and the next and the next of the next video to follow after this. So basically today, guys, without further ado, let me just get onto it. So we'll be back testing what we call the famous silver bullet strategy. I call it famous because ICT himself said if you trade this strategy, you can quit your job within 60 days. But of course, there's like pros and cons when it comes to trading the strategy because it's a strategy that requires precise execution. Like your precision must be on point when it comes to like executing. So I'm gonna briefly break down the important aspects of the strategy and how personally myself I go about trading it. So I'm currently trading proprietary firms now. I've moved from trading standard accounts to prop firms, as you guys all know. I'm currently funded with Equity Edge. I'm on my way to getting funded with FTMO. I'll be also sharing my results live with you guys every week if I get a chance. Most importantly, my um group, my community group, whereby they know I always share daily analysis with them, results of my trading and all those things. I'll be sharing my certificates like as well as you guys, and also some of the results of my students. So let's just get to it, guys, and let's start. So I'm first gonna go to my document here, which I've kind of curated for the strategy based on my understanding and other people's ideas when it comes to the silver bullet. Because mind you, if you guys follow ICT, ICT himself didn't give the exact strategy when it comes to the silver bullet. He gave the framework of the strategy. So the framework on how to go about it. So me, I'll be giving you a step-by-step guide of what you can do daily to get proper precision and accuracy when it comes to your setup. So also to prove what I'm saying, I'll be backtesting this with you guys live. So as you guys know, the silver bullet is a time-based model, right? So it's important to pay attention to our key times that will be executing the strategy. So me personally, my favorite time is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. This one, the New York AM session. But nevertheless, there's other times where you can trade the ICT Silver Bullet at 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And all these time, guys, are in EST and Eastern Standard Time, which means in New York time, which means in our current time, because I'm currently in South Africa, it's if it's 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., we could just convert that to SAST, South African time. So then you have your times on the chart. So my time, I think I trade around about 5 p.m. South African time. If I'm not mistaken, 4 5 p.m. around there. That's my let me just quickly check on the live charts now. So on the live charts right now, it's six, it's basically let's just 6:48 EST. This is Eastern Standard Time. And then in South Africa right now, it's 1:48 p.m. So meaning now, 10 p.m. It's around those times which I just mentioned, 5 for me. So back to this. And then what's important, very important with this strategy, it's you need to know how to mark out your previous sessions high and low. You need to know how to spot your previous days high and low. You need to mark the previous weeks high and low. Your sessions is your Asia, like here, your London, your Asia, your New York PM and all that. So New York PM and New York are still the same session, basically, just time-based differentiated. But you need to be able to mark out this liquidity on your chart, which I'm going to show you on my charts. So guys, to backtest my strategies, all of them, it's very important, guys, to know how to backtest your strategies because if you don't backtest What are you trading on the charts? You don't have proof of what you're trading has worked or is even working to make you profitable. You need to be able to hop on the backtesting rhythm and backtest, guys. When I mean backtest, guys, I really mean it. You need to give it your all, at least a minimum of 100 trades to be sure that your strategy works. I usually go for 100 to 200 trades to make sure that I can utilize the strategy on the live market. Because also sometimes it's very important to go through your back testing and see whereby um precision or proper analyzation was not put into play to also fix those things. Emotions, everything. Also, what I do personally, see even now, I have my journaling book here, right, with me and my pen. So personally, what I do is even when back testing, I journal my trades. I know they say journal your trades when you're trading on a live account, so that you know how you felt. I journal my trades because but that's I'm gonna drop on a video to follow. I don't know when, but I will notify you guys when I'm talking about um 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 tips on how to backtest your strategies, because you can't just go about and be like, oh, they said Gretchen said I must backtest. I just have to hop on the chart, open FX replay, and just backtest. No, there's elements to backtesting as well to make sure when you get on the live charts, you execute with precision. So without further ado, guys, we can just start right now. So I'm just gonna create a session. So this is FX replay, guys. Just go open an account. This is what I use to backtest. So because I'm trading proprietary firms, I'm just gonna put um the balance I have, not really have, but the balance initially which most prop firms starts with. So usually it's 10K accounts to from five, some have 5,000, 10K to 100K, but I'm talking about FTMO because FTMO initially starts from 10K US dollars account. So and for us to pass the prop firm, the FTMO prop firm account, we need to at least make, I think for the first phase it's $1,000. The second phase it's $500. Basically, all in all, we need 1.5K USD to pass the prop firm. Then we have a live funded account. So the strategy, guys, when it comes to it, it's straightforward. Like I said on the document here, key times 3 to 4 a.m. That's when you should be looking for these setups. Mark out these high lows, previous day high and lows, previous week high and low. It can be either or. That you don't need to see all of these being taken out. It can be either or. If there's this one is not there, check if this one's been taken out. If this one's not there, check if this one's been taken out. So without further ado, let's go back to our chart. So I'm going to create my 10K account and I'm going to use Forex pairs for now because GBPUSD is kind of my favorite. GBPUSD. So we're currently in the time now. We're currently in March. This is the 6th of March, 2025. So what I like to do is backtest the previous year, this current month. So if in 25, if we're in April now, I'll be backtesting April. So I'm just gonna do GBPUSD and then I'm gonna go to my dates here because you can adjust it. Just gonna move my screen here. So last year, 2024, March. So basically, it's for us to gauge if the strategy is viable or it's not. Is it profitable or it's not? So I'm gonna try to be quick as possible. So some things I might not explain, but I'm gonna just be explain on a more educational content that's gonna drop. I'm gonna break them down step by step. So this is basically a journey, guys. We don't want to overload you all with information. This is a journey. Over time, some information will be revealed through this educational content I'll be dropping piece by piece, explaining each and every aspect of everything. So I myself have been trading for quite some time now. I've been trading for 6 years now. Started becoming profitable 2 years ago. Started becoming profitable 2 years ago. And it's been going well ever since. It's just a matter of scaling up from here. I won't lie to you and be like, I'm this rich big trader. No, I'm not, but I'm sustaining myself through Forex currently. I don't work for anyone. I don't do anything else besides trading. That's how I pay my rent, pay my car. Basically that's it. And then I have a couple of businesses on the side. I have a few e-hailing cars that are on the road, which I got from trading as well, then invested in something that's lucrative. Because as much as it's our goal to get rich in trading, trading alone won't make you rich. You need to diversify your funds, especially because since trading is not overly guaranteed. Trust me, I know this myself. I know that there's bad months, there's good months, there's really hectic months whereby you're not making anything from trading. So having that side hustle is gonna really take you far and also keep you motivated because sometimes, not making money in this trading thing can just derail you. So let me just add a new strategy and just say 10K FTMO account. See if we would have passed it if we were trading this strategy. Uh, 10K FTMO. Save. Okay, it's a saved, and then this thing is literally gonna take us back to last year, 2024 March. So as you see, our initial balance is 10K, all that. So what I like doing, but I'd advise you to train yourself to do things manually. But me, what I like doing, I like using indicators now because I'm at a point whereby I can correct indicators basically. If the indicator is wrong, I'll be like, no, this is supposed to be this way. But it just makes my job easier. So first of all, on this, I'm gonna use the Silver Bullet FX replay, and then I'm gonna edit it. So I'm gonna need to edit it. So I'm gonna take out the times that are not important. Like I told you, my favorite one is 10 to 11. You can test this out as well because it's basically the same system on these times as well, but I prefer 10 to 11 a.m. So that's going to be it for me. So only one time will be shown for me on the chart. And then I'm going to go to custom, whereby I'll be marking my sessions, right? And then my sessions is the Asia and London. I want to see the Asia and London high either taken out um, um, for example, so let me just quickly break this down for you guys. So, for example, if we're looking to buy on the first fair value gap at 10 a.m. EST, we want to see either Asia or London's low taken out, or the previous day's low, which if let's say I mark it now, I'll go to my daily chart. So if this is our current day, we want to see this low taken out. Or let's see this low. So I'm just gonna put the low and high for now. Low and high. Just gonna put the low and high. Then the weekly as well. I'm also gonna mark the weekly, but what I don't like seeing is a messy chart, guys. I don't like a messy chart. A messy chart will confuse the hell out of you. Trust me, I've seen setups whereby I would enter, the market would go against. I'm like, why? And then when I clear everything and reanalyze, I'm like, ooh, it's my bad. I should have seen this coming. So I'm just gonna mark the weekly high and change the colors to black because I don't want them the same. So that I know when it's approaching the black line, it's a weekly low or high. Then previous daily low. And then, guys, time frame wise, I always advise people to use the 5 minute chart. Because the favorite, remember, sorry, the ICT Silver Bullet strategy, it's a 1 hour period trading a strategy. So meaning now, if you're gonna analyze on your 15 minutes, how many 15 minutes candlestick do we have on in a 1 hour? It's four of them. So chances are you won't get proper entries, right? On a 1 hour, obviously it's one of them. So it's either or 5 minutes on one. Remember, guys, you can alter this to your own specific what you call trading style. So if you feel like mine is somehow not convenient for you, but you can somehow infuse it with yours, by all means do so. Do so. So I'm just gonna go to the next Silver Bullet session, which is gonna take us to this one. So this is going to be our first setup, right? So what do we see? So the red is Asia, the blue is London. Just note that so that when we go to other strategies, other sessions or times, you know that it's Asia high and low, London high and low. So this is the low and this is the high, right? So I see now, look at my chart. Remember the ICT Silver Bullet strategy, the first fair value gap that appears within that time window, you take it. And always look for a 1:2 risk reward ratio. That's what I always go for. 1:2, and make sure it offers 10 to 15 ticks. 10 to 15 ticks can be Especially in Forex, 15 points, it can be 15 pips. Basically, that's what you guys know it as, 15 points and all that. So let's see. And then what happens next? Do we get a fair value gap in this context? So we have our first fair value gap. So this indicator also marks me my fair value gaps. So this is going to be my fair value gap. First fair value gap. If you don't know what a fair value gap is, I'm gonna drop a video explaining what is a fair value gap, and you can just follow it step by step and understand fair value gap. And then stop losses, guys. I'm very open with stop losses. There's aggressive stop losses, there's conservative stop losses, but most preferably, me, I always say the first candle that created the FVG, always use its low. Always use its low. So now we're gonna target a 1:2. How do I know a 1:2? What I usually look for, I look at this, guys. You see, my stop loss is at 9.4. Just times that by 2. Always use a calculator. I have my calculator with me because I don't always trust my mind, guys. I know all these things, but I don't always trust my mind. And 9.4 times 2 is 18.8. So meaning that's a 1:2 risk reward ratio. So 18.8, that will be 20.8. And then what we do, we're gonna set a limit. So I always risk 1% of my account. I risk $100 to make it $200. So in this case, so I'm just gonna set my limit, and then what we do, we just let it play out. We watch if it comes to our place because we don't have time. I'm just gonna fast forward some of these things. If the chart doesn't come to your window, you don't get entered in between this window, forget about the trade. Exit it. Normally, sometimes it does come back and just trigger it and go your way or go sideways. But I prefer that if it doesn't get triggered in the first in this window, don't enter the trade. So I'm just gonna go to my next. So I'm just gonna set it to 10, go to next day open. Basically, this is the following day, right? So following day, clear your chart. Don't be lazy to analyze, guys. You guys are so lazy to analyze. You want to clear your charts and everything. Clear your charts, start from afresh, do the same thing again. Do the same thing again. Um, Previous day high. This is previous day high, which has been taken out. Previous day is low. The week, has it been taken out? No, the week hasn't been taken out. We have a uh the The sessions are covered because they're already automatically marked through the indicator. Let me change the daily high colors. And the daily lows color to red. And then we're back to this one here. And then back to the 5 minute, guys. So we've already marked our sessions. So what do you want to see? The daily has already been taken. The London high has been taken. The Asia high has been taken. So the first value gap to appear there. So if the first fair value gap is bullish, right? Which I think this might be. Our first fair value gap is bullish. I want to look. Was the low taken? Nope. Was the session London taken? Nope. Was the daily low taken? Nope. I don't see us guiding for the previous day's low. Nope. So for me is I won't enter this trade, even though I know it might be bullish for the day or push upwards. I won't take this trade because it might just go against me. See what I mean? You would have entered a 1:2, and then the market comes railing down into your, let's see, stop loss, because your stop loss would have been here. So I'm just gonna go to the next day open. Next day open, we have news. ISP. Okay. Same thing, guys. Same routine. This is a base. It's a it just needs precision and back testing. Precision and back testing. So I want to see something. A high, a low, right? So a high and a low of the previous day, right? I believe the weekly We already see that we've taken out the weekly high and the weekly low. Back to our 5 minute. Um, um, so what do we see here? Have we taken out the Asia? Yes, we've taken out the low, also taken out the highs. So in this instance, what I do, whatever fair value gap presents itself, I'll take it, whether it's a bullish or a bearish, right? So you see now our first fair value gap of the day, it's a bullish fair value gap, which is this one. So I think I moved my thingy too fast. We already got triggered in. Just gonna hope we get triggered in. So it's a 1:2. The fair value gap that created 20.5. So meaning it's 40.10. 40.10. Basically, let's just put it to 41. I think that's a 1:2. Just gonna do this. Place order, limit, and then we let it play out. Just gonna be fast with it so that we just move fast. And then I'll hold my trades till 4 p.m. EST. If no, we have no TP before those times, I get out, which is four is four. So basically we've reached the time. No, my times are not right. I must change it to New York here. So we're not in four yet. So I'm just gonna hold. It's at 4 o'clock, and basically because now what I usually do, because this also comes with like experience in the market, guys. What I usually do, because I'm already in losses with this trade, I'm just gonna hold it through till it takes me out, because that's my system personally. I know someone might advise otherwise, but that's my system because I'm already in the negatives. Because so I'm just gonna play Drew, take me out, and then we done. Go to the next day, open. Losing is part of the game, guys. It's not something new. Every trader experiences this once in a while. So that's also the part of the reason I'm creating this backtesting session, to sort of create an awareness that losing is part of the game. The matter of the point is the system you use. You need to follow it through, and you need to see it through for you to become a profitable trader. So we're in the next day open. Yesterday's trade was a loss. So we want to see um previous day. Previous day is high. Previous day is low. Just gonna adjust them now going forward. So we're back at this. We've been taking neither, only taken the Asia high. So because we haven't taken the Asia low and the London high, and the first 50 gap is bullish, I wouldn't want to take this. So I'll just like thug it out and look for the next session. Just got disconnected for a bit there. Next session open. Mm, so this is our next session open. Let's adjust the dailies quickly. This is our daily high, daily low, right? Already taken out the highs. Let's see what happens. No setup yet. All right. Next day open. Respected this and then pushed forward. Okay. Here's the next day open. Right. Next day open. We've taken out the lows, highs, so whatever fairly gap appears now, we're gonna take it. There was no fairly gap. Our first fairly gap is this one, the selling one. Just gonna wait for this candlestick to close. Then I know it is a valid fair value gap. So now we're gonna short it here. And then our stop loss will just be right here. So it's gonna be 9.6 times 2. 9.6 times 2, 9.6 times 2. It's 19.2. So that will be my take profit, 19.2. And then place order. Same risk to reward, guys. Just gonna play it out quickly this time around. Take profit was hit, and then we out of this trade, guys. And then we go to the next day open. So I'm just gonna be quick now. Did we take out the lows? No lows was taken yet, only the highs. So I'd want to see a buying fair value gap. If I see a selling one, I might just so it's a selling fair value gap. The time, no lows. Let me check my daily. When my daily high is taken out. Daily high and low wasn't taken out, so I still don't see a setup here. So no setup was formed for the day. On to the next day. Go to next day open. So the next day open with the lows, the highs, yes, the highs were taken and the lows were taken. So any fair value gap that presents itself at this point, I'm going to take it. So we're going to buy here because we have a buying fair value gap, which is what I also anticipated. So 9.9, basically 10, then we say 19 point, I'm just going to say 20.1. Place order, limit, and then I play it out. You get tagged in, take profit hit, and we are out. And then go to the next open. Lows taken and the highs taken. So any fair value gap that presents itself, I moved too quick. I moved too quickly. This is a long position because our first fair value gap is this one. Will be this one, 6.8. 6.8 times 2, 1 is to 2. 6.8 times 2 is 13.6. I moved too quickly. The market is already in profit 13.2. So I'm gonna still set the limit, see if it comes back to me. But if it doesn't and moves my way, we know it could have been a winning trade. So I'm just gonna exit it. Okay, we in, then we out. Take profit was hit here, guys. And then we on to the next day. Next day open. So as you can see, we're already up $500, meaning we've pretty much tackled what's needed for the FTMO. And then we back again. Highs and lows have been taken. Pretty much any fair value gap that presents itself here. And I'm gonna try to move slow now. So okay, we have a first fair value gap. Because thing is also we need to zoom in to see this thing. Precision, guys. When I talk about precision, is making sure that you zoom in, everything is proper. So I see the first, where is this? Oh, it was formed by this. So our stop loss would be here, 7.4. Just gonna put it at 7.3. 7.3 times 2. 7.3 times 2. It's 14.6. So our TP for 1 is 2 is going to be 14.6. 14.6. Come on. Okay, 14.6. Then I'm going to place my limit, and then we're going to play it out. Just going to use this quickly. Okay, the market left without us, as you can see here. It went to the second fair value gap. And that's when now it always gets confusing to other people. I should have entered no, stick to your system. If it didn't take you in, don't feel bad. Don't be mad. Don't cast out the market. Be like, ooh, I could have stop. I could have those insinuation. It's what makes you derail or take time in becoming profitable. You need to follow your system as it needs to be followed precisely. That's what I talk about when I say precision. No loads were taken out here. So whatever fair value gap forms from here, I'm gonna take not whatever. I'm only looking for a selling fair value gap because no lows were taken, right? So if I don't get a selling fair value gap, I don't trade. Normally, when they invest each other like this, you see like this, me personally, that's what I've discovered based on my back testing and seeing what the market does. When they invest each other like this, for me, I'd want to enter a sell at the when they invest, not when it goes up and creates a selling, then you want to sell. No, when they invest each other like this, personally, I always look to execute a trade and then I'll place my stop loss from 4.9. Let me just make it 5. Then I know 10. Take profit is at 10. So we're currently in that zone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a direct market execution place order, market execution, because there's no order. It's already in that place. So I'm just going to see, go to take profit hit, right? So then now I'm up $600. I'm going to go to the next session open, right? Same thing. Lows were taken, highs were taken, the Asia, all that. We want to see which fair value gap forms first. We have a selling fair value gap. Let this candle close to see if it, okay, there you go. We have a selling fair value gap. I'm going to enter my sell here. And this will be my entry. And this will be, okay, 4.8 times 2. Don't be afraid to do all these calculations, guys. That's what it takes. That's the work it takes to become profitable. The calculations, the math, everything. It's like with any workplace, you need to be precise, right? You need to double check everything. Although the market is moving, that's what's tricky. You need to be fast also at the same time, efficient. So I'm just gonna place an order here, not in the market section limit. So I'm just gonna set it, and then we're just gonna play it out. Let's see what happens. Take profit was hit again, guys. On to the next day open. Um, Next day open. We are here. Next day was open, and we're here. We've taken out not the highs. The highs were not taken out, so I wouldn't be really looking. But look, the week has been taken out. Remember when last did we mark the week? The week's low has been taken out, right? So I'm just going to go back to my higher time frames. The week's low has been taken out, right? Is it the week's low? Oh no, we're back retracing on the week's high. We took out the week's high a long time ago. My bad. My bad. I haven't been looking at my higher time frames, but it's mainly because I've trained my eye to spot these things that I don't need to analyze anymore. I just look, see, like, so I'm trying to make this short for the video, but why are you not, guys? I'm gonna break it down to you step by step, especially people in my community. They know I've already broken down the strategy, and the mentorship and everything. They know how to trade it with precision. So the week, okay, but I'm right. It is the weekly low because that was the previous week's low. You see, when I say always go back to reanalyzing, that's me. I always go back to reanalyzing. We've taken out the low. So the day also, I just won't mark it because it makes my charts messy. So if I get a buying fair value gap, I'll be entering my buy. But yeah, basically I have an option to enter either or. So we have the first buying FVG, which is going to be here. And then the stop loss is going to be very tight. I can't see the low, so I'm just going to have to hide my, not the sessions, the silver bullet thing. Okay, the low is somewhere here. So 5.4, basically 5.4. I know it's small numbers, but I still needed to calculate it, guys. 5.4 times 2 is 10.8, right? 10.8. Ooh. All right, perfect. Place order. Same. Risk is to, let's go. The market left us. See, it even came back even after time, but it left us. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the market leaving me, guys. I'm gonna go to my next day open. What do we see? A high's been taken, low's been taken. So whatever fair value gap I find here, I'm gonna enter strictly 1:2. Okay, we have a fair value gap formed and we inside it now. Stop loss is going to be on the first candlestick that formed 6.2. 6.2 is 12.4, right? 6.2 times 2 is 12.4 precisely. I double check that, by the way. That's me. That's just me. That's how I do things. I double check even if I know 12.4. So I'm going to place order because we're already there. I'm just going to go to market execution and then play. And then I'm just going to play it out. Take profit was hit. So we've already made $1,000. So this would have already passed our first phase, guys. And this is only the 20th of the month. So first phase would have already passed it clean. No discussions needed. We would have already passed it clean. Right now, on my second phase of my FTMO account, simply trading this strategy, guys, as well. So I want to show you with precision, training your eye, knowing what to look out for, you will always be on the profitable side of things. So I'm going to move now to the next day, and it's only the 20th of the month. Remember, the month has, I think, 30 days instead of 10 days. But nevertheless, let's not get cocky. Another thing I don't like is getting cocky when you're trading, guys, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. You just need to maintain a neutral. So here, the highs and lows have been taken. So whatever fair value gap presents itself. But also, guys, there's another thing I like doing. I I like looking at price action. Price action sometimes when it's too strong. You see, for now, for example, we took out Asia's high. So price action is very bearish. Our first fair value gap here is the bearish fair value gap. I'm gonna take the sell. Yeah, gonna put it here. Then my stop loss will be above the candlestick here, 3.9. So 3.9, 3.9 times 2, 3.9 times 2. It's 7.8. Let's see if we get tagged in and make those profits. 7.8. Place order, limit, save, and then let's play it out. Take profit was hit again. Go to next day open. Next day open. Highs were not taken, only the lows were taken. But I wanna, you see, every time I have a thing now I use to gauge this thing quickly. As you can see, some I haven't been going to the daily and the weekly. So what I look at is the sessions. If the high and low of the sessions is probably take, there's no need for me to go to the daily. The setup is valid anyway. But if one of the two, only the lows have been taken off the sessions, I need to see if maybe my daily can't confirm whether a low has been taken out. You see, in this instant, I go back to this. My daily, it's taken out the low, weekly. We've taken out the low a long time ago. So this will define my setup also. If I get a bullish fair value gap, I'm gonna take it. But in this case, it's a selling. Our first fair value gap, it's this one. So I'm just gonna place my short here. Stop loss. Which one for? Stop loss just here, 7.5. 7.5 times 2. 7.5 times 2. It's 15, basically. 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Mind you, guys, I'm giving you these gems for free. There we go. There we go. Place order. Limit. How come is it saying? Because it should be at 15. Oh, it's 7.6. My bad. 7.6 times 2. It's 15.2. Because I wanted to say 200. Yes. Now it's a 1:2. So I'm just gonna, what did I do now? Oh, I moved my take profit and just put it back. Let's see. Take it out. No. But sometimes you know what I do? I look at the charts and be like, it might come back. But if I didn't get an entry, then I don't want to execute. So I just look at it. So go to next day open. Lows have not been taken. What do I want to do? Go to my daily and see if any daily low has been taken in case we get a bullish setup. The daily low, previous daily low has not been taken also. Previous weekly low, still the same, hasn't been taken. So I wouldn't want to be looking at bullish setups at this moment. I want to see a chance of a bearish setup. Where's our first 50 gap? We don't have a bearish 50 gap, but you see what happened? We invest the bullish one. So for me, it signs that we're pushing down. So we in this right now. So I'm going to enter a sell because I have a small fair value gap here. But here's the thing about these small, tiny fair value gaps. I don't trust them. And like anything you don't trust in the market, guys, you reduce risk. If you don't trust your setup, reduce risk. Follow your intuition. So 3.3 is 6.6. So I want to see 6.6. So in this instant, what I'm going to do is just risk $50. I'm going to place the order, but instead of risking my normal 500 rand, I mean my normal $100, I'm going to risk $50, right? So I'm just going to say market and then save and then play it out. Take profit was hit. Then we up $100. So basically, guys, we basically passed the prop firm challenge because I'm up 1.497. So I just need $2 to basically pass this, right? So basically, um I want to continue with the back testing. I'm gonna do it now, but because of the length of the video, I don't want the length to be so long that it's also difficult for me to edit. In fact, I won't edit, I'll just post it as raw as it is so that you guys see me back testing for you as raw as possible as it can be. I won't filter any losses, I won't filter anything because that's part of back testing, right? So I'm gonna backtest with you guys strategies and all. And if you want me to look at different strategies, hit me up on my WhatsApp. I'll look different strategies for you and tell you if they're viable or not. Or if you want me to backtest them live like this and post them on YouTube, just let me know. I'm your guy. So here we end the following day. We've taken out the lows, except the Asia, but still it's a low. So any viable fair value gap at this point, I'm gonna take. So we have a bearish fair value gap here. I will want a short here, stop loss here, 5.6 times 2, 5.6 times 2, 5.6 times 2, 11.2, 11.2, 11.2, 11.2. So I'm just gonna place the order. And then I'm gonna place the order. So I'm just gonna set the limit now. Yeah. So I'm just gonna risk the normal $100 here. And then I'm gonna set the limit. Just gonna play it out and see if we get tagged in. We got tagged in and don't know what happened. Okay, we got tagged in, never hit take profit. So we just hit take profit and we are out. Basically, guys, we've literally passed the challenge. So there's no need for me continuing with this. So, because as you can see, it's one. So guys, as you can see, here are the results, the analytics. So this strategy, it's a 90% win rate, has a 90% win rate. Of course, you can't judge it based on 9 trades over 1 month. You need to stretch it over a few months, 5, 6, 7 months. That's what I personally do. Then you can gauge it and become fully confident on it. And then you know what's needed to be done on your side. So basically, this is the data, where's the analytics? I'd want to see the analytics as well. Precision, guys. Precision is very, very, very important. Um, Analytics as well, as you can see, profit was $1.695. Um, Total wins, the times. the losses was what time. So, and the analytics help you to gauge what time do I need not to trade, what time do I need to trade, what time. So all these things, that's what I use. But I'm gonna drop a video explaining the tips on how to backtest properly and have a proper gainage of the strategy, guys. But without further ado, guys, thank you very, very much for tuning in. See you on the next one.